Hey and hello there everyone, welcome back to the Strike Streams. And I'm also back because I had a few days off. I'm normally supposed to go Monday, Tuesday, Thursday and Friday, but on Tuesday I had an appointment. What happened was absolutely wild. I will tell you about that later. Stay tuned for that fun story. But yeah, I'm back. Normally my schedule, again, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday. So normally I would only ever be away from you guys. I would have like a 1 day off gap away from you guys, and instead I ended up with 2. So not that it's been forever, but like I've missed you guys. I've missed doing this. I was really gutted to not be able to do this on Tuesday, and so I'm thrilled to be here, and I'm thrilled you guys are here with me, and I hope you guys have been all right. Let's say hi to some people quickly, and then we'll do the rest of the introduction stuff where it's like, well, I'm on strike, and we'll do all that spiel in a second. But let's say hi to some people. So Tenchi, hi, and Kevin, hi, and Skywatcher, hi, and Jelly Ducky, hi, and wait, hang on, and Zach, hi. Thank you for following me on Threads, Zach. If you haven't joined Threads yet, and you're fed up with Twitter, join Threads. It's fun and more wholesome and stuff, and we here at Bovio Games like wholesome masculinity and all that lovely stuff. Yeah, Viper. I was gonna say, Viper, do you know the raid den? Do you know the raid den clock change trick? Because that could be a quick way to resolve your issue. Anyway, I'll get to that in a second if you don't know about it. But it's basically a way where you could probably guarantee to get yourself Thunderbolt in like 20 minutes or something like that. Cappy, hi, welcome. And I already said hi to Xander, at least I hope I did, but if not, hi Xander. And I think that's most of everyone, because then there's a bunch of chat at the beginning for the early gang and stuff like that. Meatloaf and mashed potatoes, ooh, sounds nice. Okay, and Birdie, hi, welcome. You had a dream that I came by to your house to teach you how to bake a cake. Oh, that's lovely, I love that. And Down Up Destiny, hi. I'll talk about that later. We'll get to that later. And Oswin, hi, welcome. Oh, you've got 2 gym badges in Sword so far. Excellent. I hope you're having fun. Let me know which starter you picked. And if you gave it a nickname, tell me the nickname. I'm not really a nickname person, but Fake Zam, hi, welcome. Yes, the Cramomatic, that's an interesting idea. I was going to say, my new activity doc dealy thing is kind of weirdly working today, maybe, because I was going to say welcome new subscribers, including Even Uno, Fake Zam, Mint the Chow, and BCT2. I can see all of these guys, but Fake Zam is actually here with us right here right now, so welcome. Xander, whoa, your Pokedex was at like 100 less than that the other day, I swear. You're at 337. That's awesome. And you also got a shiny. Well, you got to tell me what shiny. You can't just say you got a shiny and then leave it there. No. I was going to say, Viper, there is, in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, the Cramomatic equivalent, I forget what it's called, that kind of like is a lottery, but in Sword and Shield, there's actually a mathematics to it. Cerebi does have kind of lists of like what kind of items and stuff like that to use, like what kind of things to input. So they do what kind of ingredients to use and stuff. So yeah, you could also use that. But the raid den clock changing trick could be your friend. You got a shiny Honedge. That's an awesome one. That's a really good one, Xander. I'm desperately hoping we get a shiny Doublade at some point during these adventures, but yeah. But basically, Viper, there's a thing you do where it's like if you go on a raid den, you click invite others, not when you're connected to the internet, but like locally. You click invite others, and then you go into your Switch menu, change the clock to like a day later or something like that, like do like 24 hours and 1 minute or something like that, and then basically that like ticks over the day, and you can do that, and it like resets all the raid dens. It will reset your trainer people, and you can go around all of them and you'll find Thunderbolt really quickly. But yeah, send me the clip, it sounds cool. Okay, trying to build your sword Pokedex, you've only caught 90. Hey, that's a lot. Like, that's a quarter of the dex. That's really good. So, right. Anyway, Bark. I know, I'm getting more subscribers now. I'm really grateful. So, yeah, just for those who don't know, quickly, I am a voice actor. I am currently on strike for video games. Video games is, like, the most of what I do in my work kind of thing. It's been a lot of the work. It's been basically, like, all the work I've done this year so far. You know, fingers crossed other things come my way. But, like, video game work has really been, like, a prominent part of my career for, like, 2024. And now I can't perform in any video games. We're not performing video game work right now. There are some exceptions. Maybe we'll get into that. I have said that the last few times, and then I've not really gotten into it. Basically, some projects are allowed. And some projects are, like, okay, and we're doing certain projects. Ones that give us AI protections, but ones that where we don't have those protections, those are the ones we're, like, striking against. So, that's, like, the long and the short. That's sort of, like, the short hand version of it. But basically most video games aren't giving us those protections, and that's why we're on strike. Down Up Destiny made a very good point about something an event that happened recently that maybe we'll talk about. But we'll get into that later. But basically it means I'm essentially out of work right now, and so what I'm doing is I can't perform for video games, but I'm going to play them. So I'm playing Pokémon Sword and Shield Dynamax Adventures. You guys in my chat can join me and play cooperative multiplayer with me. What that also means is, but it also means that, like, I'm out of work, so I'm trying to grow this channel, trying to grow it as much as possible. And so any support you can give, likes, subscribing, all that stuff. I mean, if you're in chat, it means you're subscribed, but, you know, recommend to friends, post in Discord, Discord servers you're in, stuff like that. Hey, Bo Bridgen, the voice of this, that, and the other, is streaming Pokemon Sword and Shield, and you can play multiplayer with him and stuff like that. You can do, you know, anything you can do to support the channel, and obviously, if it is within your financial means, if something like, you know, like $2 or something is nothing to you, then super chats and the sort of direct PayPal link I have, which I affectionately call Wonga. You may have seen me post the GIF of Wonga on social media in the community tab of where that originated from. You know, if those things are within your means, then that is really super duper mega appreciated at this time, and that probably, like, funnels you. That probably, like, helps YouTube's algorithms too, I imagine. I mean, surely, like, if there was a live stream where, like, a load of people were, like, doing super chats for it, surely YouTube is like, oh, we better promote this to other people. So anyway, like, I'm not saying you don't have to do it if it's not within your financial means, but I'm just saying anything you can do to support, whether it's big or small, whether it's just hitting that little thumbs up button or anything else, like, whatever it is to support this, it's hugely appreciated, and I'm very grateful to all of you guys tuning in. Right, let's actually get to the game, because we're already, like, 10 minutes into this. I started, like, a couple of minutes late, and then we're kind of getting into it. So, whoa! See, Viper just super chatted $1 Canadian. Thank you so much, Viper. That's really kind. I really appreciate it, and thank you for all your support and your excellent teamwork and everything. Lexi, you've arrived. Welcome, welcome. And Ryujin Savior, lovely to see you as well. Hi, 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 hi. Has anyone else said hi? Hang on, let's just see. No, okay, good. Okay, that's just about it. Okay, so, guess what I didn't do? I didn't take a picture of that dang logo, because I always forget. Lexi, maybe we'll talk about Beyblade in a bit, but right now, let's get into explaining. So, if you have your Switch, if you have Pokemon Sword and Shield with the Dynamax Adventures, and you've done the tutorial Suicune Dynamax Adventure, which means you can play with other people, and you have a Nintendo Switch Online subscription that is active, if you are on Nintendo Switch Online and you have the DLC with the Dynamax Adventures, and you would like to play along with me, could you please, in the chat, right here, right now, if you're in the chat, please write in big capital letters, Strike. S-T-R-I-K-E. It's like a straw with Ike from, you know, that thing, which I just realized I probably shouldn't talk about because I'm going to try and stay away from promoting other games right now. So anyway, so let's see. Oh, and then Additionally, if you are on any time limit, could you just add that as well? Probably should have said that. But yes. Oh, Viper, you have the Thunderbolt. Thunder. Excellent, excellent. Well done. Oh my gosh, did you buy like 9 of them? Just to make sure, just to make sure that you have enough of them. You just found Pichu in Isle of Armors and you could have caught it instead of hatching it. Oh, right. Okay, so let's see. But you're doing another playthrough for some reason. Ah, okay. Akira, hi, welcome. Let's see. Tenchi will be available later. Xander might be around later. Let's see. And then, so today, Fake Sam says, what are the targets? So if you're referring to, like, the bosses I'm going for, I'm going to be going for Heatran, Zapdos, and Solgaleo today. Okay. But that's a good question, actually. Okay, so basically, if we have Kevin, Skywatcher, and Birdie be on, like, Team 1, and then, I don't know, Tenchi and Xander can be our kind of, like, Team 2 if they're around in, like, 20, 25, 30 minutes. Kaito and Miku fan, hi, welcome, lovely to see you. If you're watching the video right now and you haven't hit that like button, that little thumbs up, please hit that button. If you're in the chat, it means you're subscribed, but if you haven't rung the bell, please ring the bell too, because that really helps. And yeah, so anyway, for those of you who are new or haven't done this before, which may or may not be Birdie, I can't remember. Well, like Birdie, we haven't played together yet, but again, you might be familiar with Dynamax Adventures. But for anyone watching who wants to join in later, or maybe wants to join in someday, but just on a different time when you're available, in the bottom left-hand corner, there is a little logo there, a kind of Wi-Fi type logo. Right now, it has a white background, and then it's like a dark blue logo. We're going to press the Y button to go on to this menu, the Ycom menu, and notice in the top right hand corner it says local communication with a sort of grayed out Wi-Fi signal. In the bottom right hand corner it says next to the plus button, connect to internet. That's what we want to do. We want to connect to internet. The cat's meowing. I'm going to deal with him. Hang on. Sorry about that. He may put up more of a fuss later. Anyway, it now says you're now connected to the internet. I'm going to press the A button, and when you do, notice in the top right-hand corner, it now says internet, and the Wi-Fi signal is a bright, shining white instead of a gloomy grey. We're going to press the B button to get out of this menu, but notice now that our lovely logo in the bottom left-hand corner has a blue background with a white symbol. Ooh, lovely. Hang on. Right, the cat's meowing again. I'm just going to deal with him. Hang on. Sorry. I'll explain in a second. So, blue background with a white logo. Once you are then in that position, that means your game is now connected online. Because before, it's only your Switch connected online. But now your game is connected online. Then, we're going to talk to the lovely lady here in the Dynamax Adventures. So I'm just catching up on chat for a second. Fake Zam. Okay, you can be part of Team 2 as well. Okay, we're going to talk to the lovely lady. She's going to say, would you like to embark upon a Dynamax adventure? We're going to say, yes, please. No fake outs today. She's going to say, would you like to hunt for a specific Pokemon? You guys are going to select anything is fine. Anything goes. But I'm going to select Heatran. We're going to do Heatran on our first one. She's going to ask, would you like to save your game? You have to select yes. Plus, we like to say 50 bajillion times here at Bovio Games. And then we're going to set a link code. We're going to go 1508... and then 0417. Oh, actually, no, wait. 1617. We'll go with that. 1508 1617. Oh, lovely. You have to press the plus button to bring up that menu. You can see in the bottom right-hand corner there. But it says, then it will say, is that your link code? Is that correct? We're going to select yes. And then, once it's in the top right-hand corner, you're going to press OK. Always wait for me to press the button first before you press it. Like, always let me be the first one. But then, once you're ready, Team 1, if I assigned you as Team 1, then get your butts on in here. And yeah, and there's Kevin. Just if you are playing along, don't forget that there is a sort of 5 to 10 second delay in the stream. So when you're playing the game, these things will happen. So like right now, so there we go. We just got Ruby, our third player. I don't think that I'm not. Oh, you're Birdie. You're Ruby. Excellent. Oh, yeah. You can't once you've got your name in the game, you can't change it. I don't think. But yeah, but when Ruby joined, Ruby will find that happened about when Birdie joined, Birdie would have been like, oh, like I'm hearing that I joined the stream about 5 to 10 seconds after I actually did. So I'm going to go ready to start exploring, and so is Birdie. So here we go. And then start exploring. Here we go. So yeah, so there is a slight delay. Don't be freaked out. We're going against Heatran, so we want to remember our ground types, water types, fighting types. So I'm definitely going to go with the Machoke here. Pincurchin's Hydro Pump could be good in game theory. But otherwise, just pick things that you think are going to be good at getting us through the Dynamax Adventures, and then we can switch to ground and water and fighting types at other times. These are all terrible options for a Heatran. I do apologize. Whoever is picking Birdie, you are going to have to switch. Whichever one of these you pick, you are going to be picking another one. Oh, if you are playing along and the game is like more than 5, 10, or 20 seconds, but if the stream is like more than 5, 10, or 20 seconds behind, it's because you're not watching the stream live. Make sure that you are watching the stream live if you wish to play along. There's an execute on the right, and then is that a Dreadnought on the right? Dreadnought would be really good. Row 2 has some terrible choices. There's a Sharpedo, but Sharpedo is actually not that great in this mode, we've discovered. And then there's some other interesting shinies up there. So I'm going to go for the water type. Again, I think that this is a Dreadnought. It looks like a Dreadnought. It looks like a giant turtle. But we'll find out. Xander has put a very helpful graphic, and I looked at this on my YouTube the other day. Yes, if you tap on the video, or if you kind of like hover your mouse onto the video, in like the bottom left of the video, you will see that it says, if you are live, it will say live with a red dot. If you are not live, it will have a grey dot instead, and you will be not live, and it might have it might say some number like -1, which means you're like -1 minute behind. So Redlux, hi, hello, happy Thursday. Oh my gosh, I haven't wished Sarah a happy Thursday yet. I'm gonna have to do that off screen at some. I'm gonna have to sneakily do that at some point. I realized I hadn't done that yet. Today's been a wild day. Okay. Oh, I don't have many dynamic punches. I don't have much PP here. Oh well, good luck. So, yeah, I've only got 5 dynamic punches here. This isn't great. Keep in mind, I believe I have the no guard ability, which means that if you have any inaccurate moves, they will be 100% accurate just by virtue of me having a Machoke with no guard. So, yeah. Oh, AM Clockwork has subscribed. Woo! Welcome, AM Clockwork. If you're watching, hi. So, okay. So yeah, if you do want to play along, please make sure you are watching live, because it means you can't really... I mean, there's already an element of you can't strategize with us, just because, but by virtue of the 5 to 10 to 20 second delay. It kind of means we can sort of coordinate, but there's still like an element of mystery, and that's kind of part of the fun of it. But if you are several minutes behind, it literally means you cannot play along, because when we enter in that code to join in, there's a 3-minute timer on that, so if you're like 3 minutes behind, it literally means you're going to miss the code. Wait, no, I don't have the no guard ability, I guess, because that missed. Okay, well, that was fun to find out. Okay, let's check the other rules. Oh yeah, just generally, this is my personal advice, you don't have to take it. Generally, we want to play pretty aggressively is how I would describe it. Which generally means if you can Dynamax and you've got a move if you've got a move that's super effective or just neutral effective, I would definitely Dynamax, because generally these battles are only going to take about 2 turns, so saving your Dynamax a turn for someone else isn't really going to be the difference between victory and defeat. I mean, the thing about Dynamax is you can get like stat drops and stat boosts and set up weather and stuff like that, and the earlier you can set up all that stuff, the better. So the only reason you may not want to Dynamax is if your Pokemon is about to faint, if your Pokemon's on the verge of fainting, maybe doing a Dynamax is kind of wasting it. And then the other situation is if your moves are not very effective or the other Pokemon is immune to them. So for example, a lot of grass types will only have like grass, normal, or poison moves. If we're against Heatran, so someone's definitely going to get this. Okay, good. So if you've got like a grass type against Heatran and it's your turn to Dynamax, maybe don't Dynamax because you probably don't have any good moves. The Weezing's going to be bad against Heatran. Butterfree is also terrible, but Butterfree is going to be easier to beat, so I say we should probably go for the Butterfree, although there is a Crustle on the right, but I'm going to pick the Butterfree because I think that's going to be easier to defeat. Plus, it might have the G-Max, who knows. It's the Nightbot 22-minute game. Also, the stream's lagging. I'm going to do a quick reset on the visuals to see if... these choices do stink. I agree. We don't have many good... There is a Crustle on the left. We could have maybe gone for that. I do have a shiny of Crustle already. But again, Butterfree, I think, is going to be the easier thing to beat here because we've got, like, Electric and we've got Electric, Rock, and then... I've got like a rock move as well, so if we like use rock moves, those are ×4 super effective. Yeah, so I'm just gonna go with the Rock Tomb here. But G-Max Butterfree is pretty. I agree. It's great. It's not that different, but it's great. But yeah, Kevin going for the aggressive playstyle. I like. Well, unless Kevin's going for like a G-Max Protect. No, I'm kidding. Or like Max Guard or whatever. But yeah. So, let's see. Oh yeah, and then comes the giant fist. Patrick, no! So here we go. Boom, baby! But that's the thing, was that the ghost one? Sorry, I wasn't looking. Yes, the defense fell. And see, that's a helpful thing. Even though that move wasn't super effective, and even though Butterfree has just like healed back the damage from it, look, Kevin got that defense drop, and then Rock Tomb KO'd it in one move, which we might not have been able to have done without the defense drop. So that's kind of why, Dynamax is good. I would only not do it if your moves are not very effective, or the Pokemon's immune to them, or if you're at like a really low health and you genuinely think you could get knocked out and waste the Dynamax. So that's why I say it. So that's kind of why I think the effects you get from Dynamax, like setting those up earlier, benefit. They usually outweigh waiting a turn. Yeah, so this Butterfree does not have good moves for a Heatran. Pollen Puff could be used to like heal up allies, but I think everything we've got here is probably more beneficial against a Heatran than not. So let's move on. I think there's like either a Boltund or a Manectric on the right. It looked like some kind of electric dog. If it's Boltund, I don't have shiny Boltund, but I think it is Manectric. Let's see what we've got. We've got an Alolan Raichu. That's kind of interesting. And then Ditto. Although Ditto would be terrible. No, Ditto would be terrible against Heatran. So what do we want? Do we want Manectric or Raichu? 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 We got berries this way, so I'm going to pick the Raichu. We got berries and a backpacker. So we'll go this way. That was a holy rock slide, I know. Right, let's get some, well, we could get berries and extra berries, but I'm going to go with an expert belt to really power up my moves. And then, and yeah. But that's the thing. And also, like, Kevin would be super effective against this Raichu. So, and then hopefully if Kevin can hang in on this one, and if Dreadnought can hold on, yeah, if Birdie and Kevin can hold on, then if we can make it through this one, then the berries should heal us up. I know sometimes there is Eviolite, I think, but the items are just kind of randomized, so you never know what you're gonna get. Okay, if you haven't liked the video, please like. I'm sorry to say that, but just I for the last couple of videos I've like not said it, and we have good viewership numbers at the minute. So if you're just tuning in and you haven't hit that like button yet, please like it. Once we win this Dynamax Adventures, I'll tell you the wild story of what happened to me Tuesday, why I wasn't here Tuesday. But we'll get to that. You have to wait until the end of the Heatran battle. Also, when we get to the end of the Heatran battle, if we successfully beat Heatran, don't forget, when we successfully defeat the boss Pokemon, the legendary Pokemon, we like to put stars and sparkles into the chat here at Bovio Games. Don't do too many. Don't go crazy. You only need to do like a couple of them, like 4, 5, or 6. That's it. It will take up like one line on my chat screen, and then it just means I can get your luck, but also I can still read other people's messages. So, oh no, Max Mindstorm, who are we going for? No, Dreadnought, no! No, unlucky Dreadnought, no! Hopefully no one's trying to use a quick attack type move now that there's a Psychic Terrain up. Oh, Skywatcher, you got offered Eviolite. Oh, that sucks. That really sucks. I'm sorry. Right, Shadow Ball. Come on, get the special attack drop. Get the special attack drop. Ah, didn't work. Okay, payback. Ooh, that was nice. That was good. And then Pincurchin's using Max Geyser. Hopefully the Raichu doesn't know Thunderbolt. But see, that's the thing. That is, although it was like Hydro Pump, that water type move is more powerful. So it's like that little extra bit of power is good, you know? Dreadnought sunk, Kevin says. Fake Zam, you love Pincurchin. I love Pincurchin too. I don't know why. I like Pukumuku and Pincurchin. They're like brothers from another mother, but they're both fun. They like just interesting little one-form Pokemon. Or like single stage evolutions. No! 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 Oh, I died. I was worried about that. Well, down I go. I'm sorry, guys. Avenge me. Harry, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And Kayla, welcome, welcome, welcome. Whoa! Hang on, Kayla. 1 hour after your last stream, caught a shiny Miltank, and ironically, it was when we were all talking about Bluey. That's brilliant. I love that. I'm doing well today. I'm about to share the story of... well done. That's the thing. Because Pincurchin set up the rain on the turn before, it then meant the second water move did more damage on the second turn. So that's why I sort of say, like, Dynamaxing on the first turn, yes, a water move from a non-water type Pokemon, it's very, like, neutral against Raichu, but you got that first Hydro Pump off, and then you set up the rain, and then your second one did even more damage. So that's why I am kind of like, so this Raichu could be pretty good if anyone does need to switch, but only if you, like, don't have, maybe, like, the Dracloak, because if you don't have a super effective move or whatever. But I think everyone else has like super effective moves, so but no one's going for it. Okay. Either again, it's not super effective, so it doesn't really matter. I just wondered if anyone wanted the health. We are about to get the berries, so that also, like, you know, doesn't really matter. They heal like half your health. Yeah, no, that's really cool, Kayla. That makes me happy. And then Fake Zam, yeah, I love Pincurchin. Yeah, Pincurchin's really cool. I really like it. So let's see how this goes. So this is our boss battle. No sparkles and stars just yet. It's only once we win. And also once we win, like and subscribe. If you have only just tuned in, like and subscribe or whatever. But yeah, no, that's really cool. Because Miltank's one of the ones I need. So if we do see a Miltank in our pathways at any point, I will be like, can we go for the Miltank? Right, let's see what we got. Right, I'm going to Dynamic Punch. Level 60, nice. Michelle, hi, welcome, welcome, welcome. Lovely to see you. I hope you're doing well. Oh my gosh, so many people. Thank you. And Marces, oh my gosh. Marces, I am gonna like post your artwork in a post. I was originally gonna do it today, but then I found the picture of the Wonga and I like sent that instead. But I am gonna share your artwork if that's okay. Now that I'm like back on track with schedules and stuff, I might do a post being like, I'm back to, you know, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And here's some awesome artwork. But here we go. Now that Masters is here, maybe Masters' prophecy will come true. Who knows? I do need shiny Miltank, yeah. So basically, so if we see one in the Dynamax Adventures, I hope we kind of go for it if we have a good team. Because, yes, we've got the rain set up, and then see, like, then that powers up the Hydro Pump. See, Pincurchin's Hydro Pump normally wouldn't be that powerful, but because Dreadnought set up the rain, that helps. And then because Dreadnought set up the rain, it means that Dreadnought's Heat Wave is going to do way less damage. So again, that's why I'm really, like, you know, unless Dynamaxing is, like, a terrible idea, Dynamax. If Dynamax is only like an okay idea, still do it. Like if it's a good idea, do it. If it's an okay idea, do it. Only do it if it's like a bad idea. Right, okay, that's a shame. So that's our like third KO. Dang, I'm sorry, I keep dying on you guys. I keep dying. This Machoke is just, it's too weak. It's too weak. But teamwork makes the dream work. NSM0220, lovely to see you. Hi, welcome. Lovely to see you. Right, hi, the water move. Okay, see, that didn't do much because the sun was set up. But see, again, now the sun has been reset so that there's more rain, and then this rain will then help everyone else. So, yeah. And you got Shell Bell. But see, like, then that powers up the Hydro Pump, and that did loads of damage. So that's why this is all really useful. I'm going to cheer for you guys. Hopefully I will like get you some health back, or I'll set up a light screen or something. Light screen would be a good effect. Here we go. 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate the rain? Okay, Shadow Ball. This should hopefully do it. I think that's it. That's it. We did it. Oh! Yes. Okay, excellent. Excellent. Okay. Stars and sparkles and stars in the chat, everyone. We're gonna catch this Heatran, see how it goes. Lexi, if you want me to talk about Beyblade, let me know. But I can save it for another day if you want my opinion another day. But I will tell my story in a second about why I wasn't here on Tuesday. Right, 1, 2, 3. Okay, what that felt like it took forever. There we go. Okay. Oh, look at all those stars and sparkles. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Okay, so let's do our patented double check. Okay, patented double check. Okay, ready? So we'll do our double check. Okay, so we'll do our initial check. Dreadnought would be green. That's not shiny. I have a shiny Dreadnought. I know what it looks like. Butterfree would be like green. Have like green eyes and stuff. Would that be shiny? But no shiny. A Raichu. This would be brown, but it's not brown. It's still orange. And if this was shiny, Heatran would have the magenta eyes. Will we get the patented Masters predicted magenta eyes? No. Oh, what a shame. What a terrible shame. Oh. So yeah, there's but we'll do our double check. We look next to the Galar logo. There's no sparkles there. We look at the Galar logo, there's no sparkles there. And we look at the Galar logo and there's no sparkles there. I probably should get the Raichu because of patented Alolan variant reasons, but I'm actually going to go for Butterfree because I don't know how often we're going to get Butterfree, and I want a Gmax Butterfree on this game. So there we go. If you want to shiny hunt the legendary, don't take the legendary. Always catch every Pokemon, but don't take the legendary. Otherwise, you can never shiny hunt for it. Okay, so guys, who was Team 2? Because if I try and scroll back, my computer will die. But who was on Team 2? Or it wasn't like sort of Xander, Tenchi, and then Fake Zam. So if it was you guys, and then no, that's okay, Viper. Xander's not ready yet. Okay, so Kayla, would you like to join us? Should we have Fake Zam, Tenchi, and Kayla as our Team 2? Is that okay? Does that sound like a good plan? Hopefully that's a good plan. But if you three can be our next team, that would be really good, and then we'll decide who the heck Team 3 is going to be or whatever in a second. Okay. But no, excellent work, everyone. Nicely done. Birdie, I think that was our first time together, wasn't it? So after joining the streams a couple of times, I'm really glad we finally got to play together. Hopefully that is not the last time, and it will be the first of very many. But thank you. Excellent work, guys. Brilliant teamwork. Okay, I'm going to save the game, even though I really don't need to. And here we go. Okay, so we've still got the logo in the corner. Please make sure that you are connected online. So like Fake Zam, make sure you have done the Y button thing where you're connected to the internet. It says in the top right hand corner, internet. And then we're going to talk to the lovely lady. She says, would you like to go on a Dynamax adventure? We're going to say yes. Yes, of course we would. And then I'm going to select Zapdos this time. And then we're going to save our game, and I'm going to set a link code, and I'm going to send it out. And then I'm going to tell you guys my story of what happened on Tuesday. Ooh. Kayla, your look is different than last time. Oh, and now you've got me excited. Let's see. So what am I going to do? I'm going to do 1508, and then I'm going to do 1637. So 1508 1637. That's going to be the code. Okay, and then invite others. And if you are connected to the internet, and you've typed in that code correctly, you should all now connect to me. We'll do the old 2-minute rule and then the 59-second rule. So basically, if no one is in the lobby after 2 minutes, I'll back out and go back in because it means there's a problem. But Zamcio is it, or Zamcio? Let me know how you pronounce that. But yeah, and then if no one is in at 59 seconds, if the people who we said are going to be in aren't in at 59 seconds, then it's a free-for-all for the final place. But everyone's here, so we did it. Oh my gosh. Hang on, we'll try and look ahead, and I'll get to this storytelling in a second. I probably should have left that start exploring for like 2 minutes whilst you tell the story, but oh well. So this is for Zapdos. So I was like, oh, Crawdon. But no, we're not facing Heatran. What is good against Zapdos here? Honestly, I guess the Toxtricity has resistances. I'm going to go for Toxtricity. So, again, Zapdos is a hard one to play against, so feel free to just pick whatever you think is going to be good for the, will be good for the adventure, for just getting through the path. Yeah. Just we'll see what we've got and how it's gone. Yeah, no Dean. We got all 4 players, so Dean is there. Zam is fine. Okay, I'll go with Zam. I will go with Zam. Zam the man. Zam. Okay, so let's see. So we've got Zapdos at the end. Let's see what we've got here. Okay, we've got Electric on the left. That's a Rotom on the left. And then what have we got on the right? Diggersby. Oh, Diggersby could be good. Diggersby's very powerful. Whiscash could be good. Although, here's the thing. The left path could be better because there's, like, Lycanroc and there's, like, Whiscash there. So I will select the left just in case, but I probably already got people excited for Diggersby. Diggersby could be good, though. So we'll see how this goes. These rentals were better than the other ones. These ones are better than the other ones, but yeah, no, Diggersby is like one of the most OP Pokemon in this mode. You might think I'm joking or being sarcastic, but like no, I'm legit. It has the huge power ability, so it's like very powerful. Okay, right. I'm getting my Dynamax ready. Again, see, even though I have like, oh no, I've got like electric moves, that does nothing. I'm still going to use a G-Max normal move because that will lower Diggersby's speed and that will be helpful for us. So yeah. To be honest, I can't remember what Pokemon we've got. I don't think any of us have what I would describe as like a particularly good Pokemon, I don't think. Like, not in terms of like Zapdos. Like, I think we've all got things. Mine resists Zapdos. It resists the electricity. I think the rest of us, so anyone could get this Diggersby. Oh no, oh sorry, it's attack down. No, it wasn't attack down. Well done for whoever got its attack down. Okay, so I'm attacking it with the the normal move, D-Max Strike, G-Max Strike, whatever it's called. Right, Flamethrower, boom, baby. Can we get the burn? Can we get the burn? Can we get the burn? Oh, Energy Ball, that's super effective. Nice, excellent. Will we get special defense down? No, okay. So we'll just keep chipping away. But see, look, that's the thing. We've done like over a third of this thing's health. Even though we don't really have like a whole lot of like super effective moves and stuff like that. But again, this is kind of what is, you know. And it's like, could I have maybe like left the Dynamax for Musharna so that like its Energy Ball would, instead of being like a base 80 move, be like a base 120 move? Maybe, but then I wouldn't be getting very powerful hits in. And look, I only survived that dig because I was G-maxed. So, you know, that's why it's, you know, it's kind of, I think Dynamaxing is good. As long as your Pokemon isn't terrible against the opponent, I think Dynamaxing is good on the first turn. That's why I say it. But yeah. And yeah, Zam has, sorry, Zam actually said that as well in the chat. I can see Dynamaxing sort of gave me, ended up giving me the survivability against Dig. So, and Lexi, a customer gave you chocolate. Oh, that's really sweet. Like literally, because it's sweet, it's chocolate. Diggersby was Gen 6. Yeah, it was Pokemon X and Y. Because like Clement had one in the anime. He had a Bunnelby. Well, he had a Bunnelby, and then, yeah, I'm sorry, I don't have Discord, because I just don't like Discord. I do technically have the Discord app on my phone, but it's literally so that if I need to, there's like one friend I have, where if I need to contact that friend, I'll do it via Discord, and like, that's it. So, but yeah, no, that's the thing. Diggersby would have been a good Pokemon for Clay had it existed. I see that. But yeah, right. Anyway, I'm going to leave my Toxtricity because it is at the very least neutral against a Zapdos. But yeah, we'll see what we've got. So here's the thing. We've got Dreadnought, and we've got ooh, what normal type is that? Is that like a Linoon? Dreadnought. Oh, there is a Swamp. Oh, Swampert's ahead. That could be good. Whichever one of these you think is easier to beat, I guess if that is like a Linoon, I legit can't even tell what that is, so I'm just going to pick it. But the Dreadnought would have a super effective move. It just depends. We do have the ×4 super effective Energy Ball from Tenchi. Once again, Tenchi's Energy Ball is going to like save the day for us here. I'm going to go with the Shell Bell just to see if I need help. We got some good items here. Let's see. Chris, hi. Welcome. Lovely to see you. It was a Hoennian Linoon. Yeah, that's the thing. I never know what to, like, Hoennian, like, that probably is the term, right? But it's just funny, like, saying it out loud. But let's see. Weakness policy, not terrible. It's one-time use, but, oh, Viper, I'm sorry. Yeah, go have a nap, and we'll see you another time. We'll definitely see you again, and it'll all be good. Okay. So, whoa, we have loads of concurrent viewers at the minute. So please, if you've only joined the stream recently and you haven't hit the like button yet, please hit that like button. Please hit that thumbs up. It really does help out. Sorry to push this, but I just want to make sure, you know, like if we've got lots of people coming in and out, please make sure that at some point during you being here, during your watching, to hit that little like button, you know, whilst you're on the way. It really does all help out. So thank you. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. That helps out too. It means you can participate in chat, because only people who are subscribed can join in chat. Sorry for that, it just helps prevent spam. But anyway, Bark. Okay, let's see. Oh, look at that Shell Bell damage. Nice. Razor Shell, please hang in there, Musharna. Yes, Musharna, you bulky boy. Although that might be a girl, but yeah, bulky girl. I don't know what. I don't know what alliteration works with bulky boy to go. You know. Something girl. But anyway, Bark, let's see how this goes. Okay. Oh, Tenchi's gonna Dynamax. Is Tenchi gonna do the G-Max the G-Max overgrowth? Let's find out. So I do think that Swampert could be good in a minute, because it would be very resistant to Zapdos's moves. So just we'll keep that in mind. Diggersby is using Dig. Quick before the hyena come. And then Here we go. Yes, that's more damage. Haha. Excellent. So that's more health back. Nice. The shell bell's paying for itself. I didn't pay anything for it. Max Flutterby. Oh no, don't you dare attack Mishana. No. Oh, hang in there. Yes! Dynamaxing. Yes. See, you might not have survived that if you hadn't Dynamaxed. Although that is your special attack down. But hopefully you do have a ×4 super effective move here. Oh, and your weakness policy is now kicking. Oh, this is going to be overkill. This is going to be absolute overkill. Max overgrowth, here we go. Like, it's dreaming of taking down this Dreadnought. Oh my gosh. There we go. Okay, nice. Okay, excellent. Should we go for the Swampert next? And then I will catch this because of shiny reasons. This will have a rock move. It will be weak to Zapdos's electric moves, but it does have a rock move. So if anyone did want to pick this, I wouldn't blame them. It's a bit of a double-edged sword where, like, on the one hand, we'd be in a more defensively worse position, but a more offensively better position. So it's up to you guys. I'm gonna stick with my Toxtricity just because it does have those resistances to Zapdos. But yeah, it's up to you guys. Like, if Tenchi's like, I'm gonna risk, you know, I want health back kind of thing, that's fine. But if Zam's going for it, Zam, wham, bam, thank you, Zam, and a la 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 la, hey. Excellent. If you understood that reference, kudos. Oh, there's also Palossand. Oh, there's Palossand, and Palossand has a good shiny. But I don't really know what moves it has is the issue. And then there's a Nidoking. All three of these are really good. Oh, jeepers, which one of these do we want to go with? Although there is a backpacker this way, but we've already got items as well. Oh, I'm going to pick the Swampert because we said Swampert. But all three of those were ground types. How funny. How funny. Sorry, if I'd have realized there were 3 ground types. I'd only seen Swampert earlier when I was just kind of flicking up. The others probably would have been easier to defeat as well, but oh well. We'll see how this goes. I know, where were these choices in the last round, Kevin says? I know, these would have all been great for Heatran, but we still beat Heatran because teamwork makes the dream work, and because we did very, very well, and you guys are smart and clever and good. So yeah. You know what? I honestly here might go for a tearful look, because I think that's going to be more effective than a hyper voice. So we'll see how this goes. Let's see what we got here. Oh, audio loop for the love of Nelly. Thank you, Zonda. And Tenchi and Chap and Zach. Hopefully that is better now. Yes, Kayla. No, that looks really good. I liked it. Again, you guys have excellent profile characters. I know a lot of people really sort of go like, oh, X and Y had all this great costume customization stuff, but I think the avatars in Sword and Shield look excellent, and there's like loads of cool dress stuff you can do. So yeah, my take on clothing in the Pokemon games, I think there should be a palette of like 16 colors or so, right? So you have like pink, red, maybe like a darker red, sort of thing, like a bright red, dark red, like a bright green, dark green, yellow, orange, brown, white, black. There should just be like a base 16 colors, right? And when you create your trainer at the beginning of the game, your trainer should have like a very basic like t-shirt or jacket or something like that, maybe like a jacket, and trousers and shoes. And then basically at the beginning of the game, you can decide how your trainer wants to look, and you can just say what, like, you know, you could even just have like what color is like the trainer could have like black trousers or something, and then just by default you just pick like what's your favorite color, and then that's like your jacket color. And I feel like for every item of clothing, what you should do is if you buy an item of clothing from a shop, buying it should allow you to have it in like all the 16 colors. So I know that sounds a bit arbitrary, but imagine if there's like striped shirt. Like one of the problems with the Pokemon game is if you go to like a clothes shop and there's like a striped shirt, there are like 10 different striped shirts, right? There's like the red striped shirt, the yellow striped shirt, the light blue striped shirt, the dark blue striped shirt. I think you should just buy striped shirt and then that just gives you the freedom to have any color of striped shirt you want. And then like, oh, here's the polka dot shirt. And then it's like, you can pick any color you want. And I think that would make shopping for different clothes items and, I think that would make shopping for clothes items like way easier and way more straightforward. You wouldn't have to scroll through like a bajillion items, but it would also just allow for a lot of like good customization as well. Like you'd have more freedom and customization. But that's my idea. That's the thing. I wonder how much it would cost to get every clothing item in this game. It costs a lot. I think I even got it all in my Pokemon Sword, and in my Scarlet and Violet I may have got them all. I can't remember, but like it just. Like, but that's what I think, because I remember when I played Pokemon Legends Arceus, that was really egregious for like having like, here's the red kimono and the blue kimono and the green kimono and the yellow kimono and the purple kimono and it's like, and just to get to like a different style of outfit, not even, you know, like, it just took forever. It's like, okay, now here's the red shirt and the green shirt, and it's just like every single different style of clothing went into the whole Joseph and his Technicolor Dreamcoat song listing all the different colors of that item before you then got to the next time. It's like, and now here are the shoes, red and green and orange and blue and yellow and green and pink and purple and ochre, and you know, it's just like, oh my gosh, just stop it, Arceus, stop it. Okay, so hang on, Kayla has low HP, so yeah, Kayla, oh, okay. But you are good at, okay, you're allowed to switch, like, whoever wants to switch, you can switch. Tenchi's gonna stick with Musharna. I mean, Musharna has been the MVP of this run, I feel. I still haven't talked about my experience on Tuesday, so I will now get into it as we face Zapdos. If you want to change your item, now's the time to do it. Tenchi could get another weakness policy, if they felt like it. But yeah, I think, though, I'm good with my Shell Bell. So, but if you want to switch, now's the time to switch, baby. So, let's see. Clothes are great, but you also love the eye options. Yeah, that's the thing. But see, that's what I mean. It's not like, when you're looking at the eye options, there's not like, you know, oh, here's like big round eyes, you know, and then here are all the colors. Okay, and now here's like the wider cat-like eyes with all the different colors. It's just, no, here are the colors. Like, you have the colors and that's it, and it's great. And I don't know. Anyway, okay, right. I am, again, I know my policy. I'm going to go with my policy of Dynamax right away, because we can lower its speed here, and that could be really helpful because Zapdos is fast, and then we could be faster than it. So I am going to go for this. Apologies if you're like, Bo, no, don't do it. But I'm going to go for it. I know my electric moves are also technically neutral against it, but I would then be powering up its electric moves. So, I mean, I could poison it, though, with my G-Max move. So maybe if we get to the final turn... Okay, it's using agility. That's annoying. But maybe if we get to the final turn, I could use my electric move. We could see how that goes. But I'm going to use my normal moves for now, just to, like, lower its speed. And then maybe on the third turn, I'll use my electric move. Because that could poison it, and it would set up the terrain, and then my attacks would be more powerful. So, but let's see how this goes. Freeze it, freeze it, freeze it, freeze it. Ow, it didn't freeze. Ooh, okay, Dreadnought's going for the lowering of the defense. Okay, oh, and then Tenchi's yawning it, okay. But yeah, okay, and then next turn we can go with, like, the rock slides and the other stuff. Okay, I like where this is going. Good, nice work, team. I like this. Wolliver, hi, welcome, welcome, welcome. Wolliver, have you liked the video yet? Have you clicked like on the video yet? If you haven't, please click like. I hugely appreciate it. But it's lovely to see you, Wolliver. Again, always happy to see people. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Old and new, there's old friends and new friends, and even a bear, I hear. Let's go. Right. We're getting there, we're chipping away, Oh, I still haven't told my story. Okay, I will do it after... Okay, I have a plan for when I'll tell my story. And how I'll tell my story. So, okay, there we go. Yes, we're getting the hits in. Zapdos is getting desperate and more aggressive. No, the discharge. It doesn't affect Swampert, though. No, Dreadnought, no! Ah! Dreadnought hung in there, though, thanks to its focus band. Zam, you did it! Wham bam, thank you, Zam! Oh, but we got paralysis. No, that's terrible. And it's asleep! Tenchi coming in clutch with the sleep! Okay, I'm going to go with, then, the G-Max Shock, because this is going to be, like, way more powerful. And then, like, if it does wake up or something somehow, I could poison it at least. Let's see. It's asleep. Turn 1. It's asleep. I'm going to stun it. I'm going to stun it with my big guitar. Ah! Oh, so close. So close. But hey, my shell bell. My shell bell. Chris gets it through good times and bad times. It's true love we shall. Yes. Man, that reference is old now. That show like got cancelled like 10 years ago now or something. What even is time? Right, we won. GG everyone. Stars and sparkles, sparkles and stars. I'm gonna tell my story whilst we do the double check and whilst we. Well, I'll get to my story in a second. Okay, if you hold on for the story, this story probably isn't even worth it now, but it was pretty wild to me. To quote my friend Ryan Bartley, wild. Ryan hasn't assessed the story yet, but I know she would think it's wild. Okay. Get those stars and sparkles in before we move on to the next screen. Always catch the Pokemon, but you don't have to keep them. Right, let's have our patented double check, okay? Our double check system. So Diggersby would be white. That looks pretty normal to me. Dreadnought would be green. That looks pretty normal to me. Swampert would be purple. That looks pretty normal to me. And the Zapdos would be sort of more orangey, but in all honesty, it looks kind of pretty the same. We're probably going to have to do the second of our 2 checks to check it. Let's see if Zapdos is shiny. That looks pretty normal to me. But now let's do our second of the double checks. Let's find out. We look to the Galar symbol. We look for the sparkles next to it. There's nothing next to Diggersby. There's nothing next to Dreadnought. There's nothing next to Swampert. And there's nothing next to Zapdos. Oh, the humanity. I probably already have a Swampert. I know I have Marsh Stomp, but I probably already have Swampert. But I'm going to go for it, and I'll go for Dreadnought another time if I don't already have a Dreadnought. But because the Swampert will have its hidden ability. So, although its hidden ability actually isn't very good, so that's also a thing as well. Wait, Zam got a shiny! Zam, you got a shiny! Which one? Which one, Zam? Oh, the suspense is killing me. Zam, what shiny did you get? Zam! Sorry, this is where like the 5 to 10 second delay is killing me. Which one? Zapdos! You got Zapdos? Zam! You legend! You got a legendary. Yes! Yes, Zam! Way to go, Zam! That's excellent. So Zam, do you have the shiny charm? Because if you didn't have the shiny charm and you got that, that would be even more incredible. Either way, that's incredible. But like, if you were like, oh, you know, I just rocked up here without the shiny charm, that would be even more insane. That's brilliant, though. Okay, you do have the shiny charm. Maximizing those odds, that's the way to do it. That's why you gotta get the shiny charm. That's why I'm always telling everyone. That's why Xander's like just hurrying away on the Pokedex, being like, oh my gosh. But yes. Wait, you've done over 1,000 Dynamax... What, for Zapdos? You've done 1,000 for Zapdos? So I'm pausing because like my mouth is open in agape and aghast. What? That's astonishing. But just in general. Okay. I was like, oh my gosh. Okay, thank you. But that's incredible. That's incredible. I don't know how many I would have done. I've done like over 100. I've probably now done like 100. I'm probably getting close to like 100 on stream. But I mean, I probably did like 150, 200 back in Sword or something. So, that's incredible. Oh, that was like your 7th Zapdos. Oh, well, that's still brilliant though. Again, that one in 100. As good as odds that is, it's also still elusive enough. So that's really cool. That's cool. Cliffo, hi, welcome. Cliffo, have you clicked like on the video yet? Zam, if you haven't clicked like yet, that's got to be worth a like. Congratulations though. Okay, so we've got the Swampert. I will tell you guys. Okay, so chat. Here's my question to you. If you are here in the chat now and you have Sword and Shield DLC and you have the Switch Online, and you would like to play Dynamax Adventures with me in a second, and you haven't yet played today, okay? If you're one of the 6 people who already played with me today, please do not answer this question. Just like keep silent for a second, or don't do the thing I'm about to ask. You know what I'm about to ask. But if you are around and you would like to play, and you can play, and you haven't played yet today, could you write strike in capital letters? So like Chris has come along later. No, we're only halfway, Chris. So if you want to join in, type in strike in capital letters, because like Chris has joined us. Chris is usually good for a Dynamax adventure. So Chris, if you'd like to join us, put strike. Xander's now around, so like Xander is here, and Xander can strike. So Xander's strike, Chris's strike. So if there's anyone else who has joined who is able to play, Bo has silenced Kevin. I'm sorry, Kevin. You can still chat, just don't write strike in big capital letters, because otherwise it's all very confusing. But actually, no, keep talking in chat. It helps boost the algorithm. But but just don't write strike in capital letters. But okay. And then if there is like anyone else, I will say, like, if Birdie's around and Birdie wants to play again, maybe Birdie could, just because today was like Birdie's first time, unless I've got that wrong. But if there is a third person, someone who is new and who is different, then I want to, I always like to be able to give everyone a chance. And if there is like a new person out there, Kevin should write home run instead. Very clever, Kevin. I'm gonna clap for you. Very clever. I like it. Okay. Vive la resistance. But yeah, Birdie, because that's the thing. No offense to other people who have played so far, but a lot of them have played a bunch of times before, whereas you have only played once before on these streams. So if you would like to be our third for Team 3, so we can have Xander, Chris, and Birdie could be our Team 3, and then we'll figure out the next team afterwards in a second. Okay. Let's save the game, because we like to save 50 bajillion times. So just please make sure, Chris, Xander, and Birdie, that you are connected to the internet, that you've done the Y thing, and it says internet in the top right-hand corner, and you've done all of that stuff. And then you're going to talk to the lady. She's going to say, would you like to do a Dynamax adventure? And then we're going to do Solgaleo. We're going to see if we can get a bright red Solgaleo. Also, I should not... Actually, before I do this, though, I'll tell you my story quickly. Just quickly, so yeah, for those who don't know, I have a messed up eye, like a bad eye, and I need to get it sorted out and have some surgery on it. It was kind of like getting bad before the pandemic, and then the pandemic hit, and then I didn't get it checked out, so then it got worse and worse, and now I'm at where I'm at now. Similar thing with my teeth, basically. But yeah, so I have been so I've been sort of kind of going down the path to like get the surgery that I need. The optometrist who I originally saw said, yeah, you want to try and like, we recommend like the surgery on the eye. They wrote like a recommendation for me, and they're like, give this to your doctor, and then the doctor will then refer you onto like a specialist or a surgeon or whatever kind of thing, right? So the optometrist or optician pointed me towards the doctor, and then the doctor would point me towards someone else. So when I went to the doctor in May and I had like a physical, I also got the eye referral, and the doctor said, yeah, get the eye sorted. So that was great. I got referred to a place called like Specialty Eye Care, and I went to a place that was very far away. It took 2 buses to get there and then 2 buses back. So I went to this place. I had a very generic eye checkup that was very similar to, which was basically just like a less advanced version of the eye checkup that I had at the opticians in England. When I went to see my family in England, I had an optician's appointment there, just like a different one, not the one that referred me the surgery, but just like a general one. And they did like a whole bunch of advanced checks and stuff like that. This Specialty Eye Care place did like a bunch of less advanced checks than that, but basically just it was what I needed to do. Like they were the holder of the keys to the gateway that would allow me to get this surgery. So I went to this this one location of theirs, and did these like generic tests, and then I just kind of said, yeah, I just want the surgery. Like, that's why I'm here. I'm just here to get like the referral for the surgery. So they were like, okay, cool. Well, then this is what you do. You go to our other location. We have another location in another place. That will require you like 2 buses to get to as well. But like, you know, you'll need to get 2 buses to go there. But then, here's this like specific guy who's at this other location. Here's like a business card for this specific guy. Book an appointment at that place, and then you'll, you know, get the surgery you need, kind of thing. It's like, okay, so I need to have like a surgeon. So it wasn't an appointment for the surgery, but it was kind of like, okay, but this is the appointment that will get me the surgery. Excellent. So this is like the, you know, sort of 4th step in the chain. There's like optician, doctor, specialty eye place number 1, and then specialty eye place number 2, kind of thing. They are the same specialty eye place, but it's just different branch, different physical location. So I go to this other place that also takes 2 buses to get to. I go there, and I go in, I say, hi, Bo Bridgeland, I've got an appointment for like 2:45 p.m, please, or whatever, and they're like, excellent, please sit down. So I go, I sit down, I wait. I was there about 20 minutes early. I wait the 20 minutes, I don't get called up. So I wait for like 5 minutes past my appointment, I'm not called up. I wait another 5 minutes, so I'm now 10 minutes past my appointment, and then my name gets called, and it's like, excellent, you know, and I'm sort of expecting the receptionist lady who kind of called me up to, you know, hopefully point me towards... I thought basically either you're going to point me towards a room where I'm going to go, like, okay, you're ready, go to this room, please. Or they would say something like, oh, can you get out, like, your insurance card or confirm this other detail or something like that. But she didn't do either of those things, and she was kind of... I was kind of like, okay, what's going on? You haven't pointed me towards a room, but you haven't, like, asked me any questions for, like, clarification. Why have I been called up? And then basically, the lady said, like, this isn't the exact quote, but this is the vibe. She said, essentially, yeah, no, the thing you need to do or have done, we don't do that here. So you're not going to have any appointment. You're not going to see a doctor or anything like that, or a specialist. What you need to do is you need to go back to your doctor and ask them for blah 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 blah. And when I say blah 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 blah, I don't know what that is, like, because I don't really know like what precisely I need. I just know the overall outcome kind of thing. I don't know the scientific term for what I needed. It was just like Charlie Brown adult sort of wah 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 kind of noise, like it didn't make any sense or anything to me. So it's kind of like, yeah, I'm not gonna like remember that. But I was so confused. And so then they sort of wrote it down. They even like wrote down with like abbreviations. They just wrote down like on a piece of paper with like no head letter or anything like that. Not like an official note or anything. Just on a piece of paper. You know, tell this to your doctor kind of thing. It doesn't make any sense to me. But they said go back to your doctor. Didn't even give me an appointment or anything like that. And here's the thing where I'm so confused. Because it's like I said, the final 2 places, they're like the same company, right? Like, can you imagine if you like went to, you know, say if you like went to a McDonald's or something and you were like, hey, I'd like this Happy Meal toy. They're like, oh, we don't have any Happy Meal toys here. We like don't do Happy Meal toys here. But if you go to this other one, they have Happy Meal toys. It's like go to this other one. Here's the address, and then you got there, and it like wasn't even a McDonald's. I don't know. Like it just. But it's like they were both. It would just be like going to like two different versions of the same thing. But like what happened? I'm just so confused because it'd be like being told, oh, go to this place and ask for a pizza, and then it's a McDonald's. Sorry, that was the metaphor I wanted to go with. You know, and then when you get there, it's like, oh, well, we don't do pizza because we're a McDonald's. But I'm just so confused. Why would they refer me to a different place if that place wasn't even the right place? If the doctor had sent me to the wrong place, I would understand. But if one branch of somewhere sent me to the wrong branch of another place, I'm so confused. So it's like... I don't know, like, it just, what? I'm so confused. Like, why would they sent me to, like, they sort of said, oh, go to this place, go to this other part of town where we've got a different building, and there's this guy, here's his business card, he's the guy, he'll sort you out. And then it's like, no, that's not the guy, and he can't sort you out. I'm so confused. So, I don't know. Okay, so let's see how chat reacted, and then I will get back to it. So, yeah, that's, let's see, hang on, people are talking about trades and stuff like that. So again, I would understand if, like, the doctor had pointed me towards an incorrect specialist or something like that. But it's the fact that, like, the eye place told me to go to a specific person and specific other branch of that eye place, and then that was wrong. I don't know. Right, Team 3, if you can remember who you are, I think it was Xander, Chris, and Birdie. 1508 1712. Let's go with this. 1508 1712. Hopefully that makes sense. Invite others. It was unprofessional. So it I just and basically, and so the day after, I did make 2 phone calls. I made one to the iPlace and sort of said, hi, I've been told, I was sent to one place, they said go to another, and then that place was wrong. Can you just tell me, like, what the right place is, so I know I'm definitely, like, gonna go to the right place? I've been told I can, like, to go back to my doctor, but could you, hey, Chris is here as well. I've been told to go to my doctor, but I'm kind of hoping I can just go back to you guys, and you can tell me where to go, and then I can just book an appointment with you. Like, but because that's the thing. If my doctor puts in a request to, you know, that place again, I don't want to go to either of the 2 places I've already been, because they're useless, right? Okay, so Solgaleo has Steel, Psychic, and Fire moves. So Dugtrio, it does have a Fire move that's good. I'm actually going to go with Sharpedo because Assurance is good, but the Dugtrio is also very good as well. It's just the Sharpedo is, like, mildly better. So just keep in mind we're facing Solgaleo here, so Ground, Dark, Ghost, these are all good options. Just be aware of those, like, Steel, Psychic, and Fire moves. So, like, Haunter could be pretty good. In fact, it definitely is the best of the choices here. I'll say one thing in a sec. I'll just wait for Chris to... There we go. It's a shame. Starmie is such a cool Pokemon. It sucks in this mode so badly. So, okay. Dugtrio is good and has fabulous hair. Okay, we got Aurorus, Amora and Aurorus on the right, although we don't need that, and that's not going to be very good for Solgaleo, although, then again, that's not very good either. I do think the left path is better, though. There are some shiny Pokemon we don't have, but I think the left path is probably the better one here. Just because we have some good choices on the left. Like, there was Crawdaunt and Palossand. Those are both very good choices. Palossand might be the better one of the 2, but we'll see how it goes. Kayla, you're at the battle tower. Where do you go to check if shinies are legit, though? You tried looking around to see if your Zeraora and all the ones are speaking to see if it's strong. I don't know if you need to, like, beat the battle tower or anything. I would talk to all the people in the battle tower. Again, I can't remember if you need to beat it. You might need to Google that. I'm sorry that I can't help you. Hang on, which one of these do I want to do? Do I want to do water or do I want to do special defense? I'm going to do water and then I'll... Oh, shoot. Actually, I probably shouldn't have done it. Oh, well, too late. Sorry if the special defense was the better way to go. I didn't know which one to choose. Kevin, you got shiny Starmie from this mode? Oh, you legend. That's so cool. That's the thing, I want shiny Starmie so much. I want to get a shiny Starmie on this mode so that I then also never have to pick Starmie in this mode again. Oh, hey, it's got neutralizing gas, so we can actually attack it. Nice. Oh, it dodged the hypnosis, the humanity. I'm doing this in the hope that it helps Mantine. Hopefully, but... Oh, and it's one of your fave shinies. Oh, that's really cool. I like that. Oh, Lexi's here. Well, I guess now that I'm done talking about my eye appointment story. Well, actually, no, I'll just say 2 things. So, I called up the eye care place and was like, hey, you sent me to, like, the wrong place. I just kind of am interested in knowing, like, what's the right place or something, or whether you guys can help me find the right place so I know what I'm aiming for. The lady, she was profoundly unhelpful. She wasn't, like, nasty, but she just had no idea about anything. So she was like, I can't. She was like, so where do you need to? What do you, like, need an appointment for? Where do you need to go? And I was like, well, that's what I'm asking you. Like, I don't know. That's why I'm calling, because it's like, I've just been told, go to this one place, go to place number 1, and then go to place number 2, and they don't even know. So I'm kind of, like, hoping that maybe you know. But she had no idea. And then, so that was thing number 1. And then, but then thing number 2 is I called my doctor. They seemed they just seemed as confused as I was. And I was very apologetic. I was like, I'm sorry, this is really annoying. You know, like, the whole reason I went to, like, you guys haven't done anything wrong. I think it's just this eye place that have done everything wrong. So yeah, so I kind of explained. So we'll see if my doctor does anything. But the fact is, I don't want to go back to any of the people who I've already been to, right? Like, because I shouldn't have to go back to my doctor again to be told that my eye is bad. I didn't even need to go to the doctor in the first place to say my eye is bad. Like, it's just obvious my eye is bad. But I had to do it just to, like, you know, kind of, like, get the ball, you know, to set the wheels in motion kind of thing. But those wheels have already, like, gone. I don't need to go back to the doctor, and I shouldn't have to go back to either of these 2 places. So the wheezing could be good with Dark Pulse and for neutralizing the Solgaleo's ability, but I think otherwise it's probably not really... Well, and Heat Wave's good as well. Dark Pulse and Heat Wave are good moves. But we do seem to have pretty good Pokemon here, so we'll see how it goes. Let's see what we've got. Okay, so we've got the Crawdaunt on the left and the Palisand on the right. Palisand is probably the better of the 2, I would say. And then what have we got ahead? We've got some Bugs and Oranguru. So not great choices, but we'll see how this goes. Yeah, the way to check for event Pokemon is I would check, like, Cerebi. I would type in Cerebi event Zeraora on Google, and then hopefully that will take you to, like, the Cerebi event Pokemon page. And if you go on that page, if you find that event, or I mean, I suppose you could do Bulbapedia, but Cerebi is probably the better one. Right, which one of these do I want? I'm going to go with Aqua Jet. Just if Wheezing has neutralized the ability, then Aqua Jet could be the better thing here. But I'll go with Assurance if it ends up being faster or whatever. But yeah, you can always, like, check Cerebi for, like, their index of, like, event Pokemon, and then you can check if your Pokemon matches event stuff. That's one way you can check for event stuff. But yeah, if you have Pokemon Home, you don't need to go to the Battle Tower to check the stats. You can just, like, use it's like L or the plus or minus buttons or something. I can't remember what button you have to press, but if you go on the stats with the hexagon, you can check the stats and whether they're, like, you know, best, very good, all of that. I can't remember what the Zeraora has, whether it's, like, supposed to be perfect or not, but you can use Pokemon Home to check the stats. Although that might only be if you have the paid Pokemon Home. I can't remember. Right, Palisand is boosting its special defense, which kind of sucks. I'm just going to go for another Aqua Jet here. Let's see what we've got. Right, Aqua Jet. Okay. Oh, is it defeating Leon for the first time? Oh, okay. Yeah, because it's been a long time since I've, like, done that. Because I kind of just use Pokemon Home now if I need to check any stats. But yeah. Yeah, maybe the Zero Aura had like 5 stats or something, like 5 randomized stats. Again, that's why I'm like, maybe check Cerebi, because Cerebi would tell you like what the stats are supposed to be. And if you had the same stats as what it said, the more things that are like in line with what Cerebi says, the more normal you would like expect them to be. I know it was like level 100, but I can't remember things like all the different trainer names and this and that and the other, and yeah. Okay. Again, hopefully someone takes this. If no one does, then I will. But again, this is a really good Pokemon for Solgaleo, so hopefully someone takes it. But otherwise, I'll throw my hat in the ring. I'm throwing the hat in. Okay, Chris got it. Good, good, good. I'm glad Chris got it instead of me, just because that does make more sense. Let's see what we got. You encountered a scientist. Don't trade with the scientist unless your Pokemon is just the most terrible piece of garbage ever, like the Starmie. Don't do it. It's a scam. It is a scam. The salesman, the Magikarp salesman, is legit kind of a good thing. There is no bigger scammer than the scientist in this mode in Pokemon. The ultimate weapon against the sun. A sandcastle. Yes, Kevin. I love it. I love it. Beyblade. Oh yeah, Lexi and Beyblade. Let's talk about that. So hang on. So I think this is like, is this a Selgor? And then like a Rangaroo, and then there's Scyther. In all honesty, these are all kind of terrible choices. I have shinies of like all 3 of these. Rangaroo has the berries, so I'm going berries. Berries! And we have like 2, we have a dark type and a ghost type, so although the ghost type's not actually that useful, because isn't it psychic normal, so ghost can't hit it, but yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah. Okay, so so basically there's a new series called Beyblade X. And it's basically, whereas the other Beyblade series have kind of, they're simultaneously like a new story, but whilst also carrying on. In old Beyblade, like Beyblade Burst, they would always, they change up the main cast of characters each series, but then like the supporting characters are the same. So there are all these like, oh, really tough Beybladers and champions and stuff like that. Kind of thing, who, you know, you might encounter, or who might, like, you know, guest star in an episode. But the main cast will be, like, new every season. So when you have, so it's really cool. So you get, like, this new cast every season, but you'll see these, like, old favorites from previous casts. You know, they'll, like, rejoin the story sometimes. It's fun. Whereas this series, as far as I can tell, really is, like, a reset, like, everything's like new, even like the judge character and stuff like that. Like, you know, like it seems to just be like new. So that's kind of like, you know, where it's at. So it's kind of like a whole new thing. And that's kind of like basically what the first thing I would say. It's definitely got like a really different feel and a different vibe. Whereas Beyblade Burst is like a very fun show, this show still seemed like it had fun, but it also seemed like it was a bit more, I don't want to say serious, but it seemed sort of more like quote-unquote cool. Like, you know how like in like the early 2000s there were loads of TV shows that kind of like their take on something was that they were cool. Like, that's kind of what like Beyblade X feels like, kind of thing, whereas like Beyblade Burst was sort of like fun and just kind of, you know, like wholesome and fun, and, you know, Beyblade X sort of seems like it's more cool. So that's kind of like thing number 1, I thought. Another thing I will just say is I don't think it hooked. I think as far as first episodes go, it didn't hook me. It was the first episode of a series of Beyblade I've watched. Because one of the things I've always said about Beyblade Burst is that I've kind of said, you can, like, just pick a series and watch it. You don't need to watch it from the start. Like, if there's, like, a voice actor you like, oh, if you love Laura Stahl, go watch the series where Iger's the protagonist. If you love Erika Harlacher, go watch the series where Dante is the protagonist. If you love Ryan Bartley, we mentioned Ryan Bartley earlier, if you loved her, go watch the series where her and Jade are the protagonists. If you like me, go watch the series where I'm not the protagonist, but he has a very protagonist vibe to him. Like, you know, go watch that one. Like, you can kind of watch it, and because it kind of has, like, it's not a full reset, but there's like a whole new cast, like, you can enjoy any series. So like, each series you can kind of jump on at any point and it's all good. I don't need this Orangaroo is just objectively terrible. So you can sort of like begin at any series. And this one is like a reboot, so it's definitely even more of like you can definitely watch this from the start. But I would say it hooked me in less than any previous first episode of like the 3 series that I've watched. So that's, you know, there's like Burst Quad Strike, Burst Quad Drive, and Burst Surge. Like, those are the 3 series that I've watched. And then Beyblade X, this one just kind of, it hooked me in a bit less. That's not me saying that it's like bad or anything like that. I just, you know, it was just a bit less for me than those other series. But again, it's only 1 episode. We'll see how it goes. I liked the voice acting performances. You know, it should be cool. I can definitely see why people would like it, and people who could get into it. It's maybe just a bit less for me than other series, but and then the other thing I will just say, Beyblade X, I do think there is a really big opportunity that it mixed. I think Beyblade X, like, its opening and closing theme songs like seemed kind of cool, but I do think they really missed out by not having the theme song go Beyblade X, gotta go fast, gotta go faster, 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 Beyblade X, down, 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 down. So that was just my opinion. No, that's a joke. But if you understood that reference, kudos. But no. So it seemed cool. Again, you know, probably just sort of like my least favorite of the opening episodes. I just think that sort of a lot of the other episodes were like stronger than it. But again, we'll see how it goes. It's only the first episode. We haven't even got to really meet the like girl character yet, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, but it still seemed cool. I like the voiceover performances. The characters do seem like they're fun and interesting. So we'll see how it goes. But that was my those were my feelings, Lexi. So I'm sorry you've waited like a week for that, but there you go. Let's see. Oh, hang on, my mouse is moving by itself. Kevin got the reference. Zach got the reference. Birdie got the reference. Tenchi got the reference. Okay, well, I'm glad you guys... Zam got the reference. Oh, I'm glad you guys got the reference. Okay, let's see. Yeah, there are a lot of really cool people in that, Zam. Yeah. Let's see. Sunsteel Strike! Harry, you got a shiny Dupida. Excellent. Love it. Love to see it. Kevin, I like the show better when it was known as Beyblade Twitter. Very nice. So there we go. Right, okay, I think I've kind of caught up with everyone. Let's see. Right. Oh, Solgaleo is boosting its defense, and Sharpedo's out. That's me. Sorry, I was looking at chat there for a sec. But again, we haven't like been KO'd a load, so it's fine. It's fine. Maybe we'll confuse it. Who knows? Right, Max Quake. Oh, for the love of audio loops. Okay, so we've talked about the dumb... Hopefully that's all better now. So we've talked about the dumb... So here's the annoying thing, right? So yeah, so when I went Tuesday, yeah, I didn't even have an appointment... Like, well, I had an appointment booked, but I didn't even, like, see anyone. I didn't, like, get past reception, essentially. I waited in the reception, but that was like the furthest I went, the reception room. So I didn't even see anyone. I didn't like see a doctor or anything. It was just like, you can go home. So I went all that way there, and there was just nothing. Sparkles and stars and sparkles in the chat. Remember, only do 4 or 5 or 6 or so at most. You don't need to do too many of them. But you guys have been excellent on that today, so well done. Yeah. But the really annoying thing is that I actually did technically get back home about the time that I would start streaming. So in theory, in game theory, I could have like plugged all my equipment in quickly and turned on the laptop and started doing a stream. But I was just so kind of defeated and deflated that I was just like, nah, I just don't. I'm just not feeling this. I don't think that's a good idea. Like, I told everyone I was specifically not streaming. I was like, I'm not going to, like, rush to then do a stream. But it was so stupid. I could have streamed, basically, is the point. I could have streamed, and it was really annoying. So that was the sheer, like, dumbassery of Tuesday. And then that's also Beyblade X. And I'll talk about SAG and the strike and stuff like that in a second. But let's do our patented double check. Weezing would be turquoise. That's not shiny. Palisand would be black. But that's not shiny. Orangaroo would be purple. That's not shiny. Solgaleo would be bright gleaming red. Oh, it's not shiny either. The humanity. So, okay, let's just do our double check. We look at the Galar symbol. We look for sparkles next to it. But no, there's nothing there. Oh, the humanity. I'm going to go for Weezing because that's a Cantonian form. And I think I do have the others. Maybe I don't have Palisand, but I'll get Palisand another time. So there we go. Is there anyone in chat who has not played today but can play? Otherwise, we'll figure out a team in a second, or we'll have a free-for-all, or whatever. But yeah. But yeah, no shiny. Ah, okay. Oh, well, if the purple icon doesn't have Pokerus, that probably means the Pokemon got it, but then lost it. So when a Pokemon loses Pokerus, it still has the effects of Pokerus, but you can't spread Pokerus. So that probably means you like had it but then lost it. So that's why you want to like infect as many Pokemon as possible and then keep Pokemon in the PC so that their Pokerus is preserved, because you can lose it. You keep the effects of it, but then you can't spread it, and you want to be able to keep spreading it. So, okay. Right, let's save the game. We're going to do one more Dynamax adventure. I don't know if anyone... Basically, if anyone has not played twice today, Kevin's going to go. Thank you, Kevin. Did you like the video, Kevin? Like the video if you haven't already. Like and subscribe. I'm really trying to get this one to be the most liked video in all of YouTube history. Can we do it, chat? The answer is no. But, a man can dream, though. So there we go. Okay. So let's... But let's see. Let's figure out. I'm just gonna allow this to be a free-for-all for who wants to join. As long as, I will just say, if you haven't, if you've battled twice already today, if you've joined me like on 2 Dynamax Adventures today, please don't join in. If you were in the last batch of people, don't join in. But basically, if you weren't in the last group, if you haven't played twice today, then just join in, because I don't think there's anyone who hasn't raided today. So basically, if everyone who has raided once and only once wants to join in, I'll allow a free-for-all where you guys can join in. But I'll talk about the SAG thing in a second, because I was asked about that earlier. We're going to go for Heatran. And just, you know, because Heatran's the main one we've been going after. So... if that's okay, Birdie, you can definitely join us again on a different day if that's okay. But yeah. Okay. Let's get a link code set up. Let's go 1508. and then 1736. So that's 1508 1736. I'm going to invite... what will probably happen is a bunch of you guys will probably all connect with each other instead of with me, but we'll see how this goes. So let's find out. Let's see how this goes. It is legit. Excellent. Well done. I'm happy to hear that. I mean, I think Pokemon Home is getting good at cracking down on, like, fakes and stuff. So if you had it in Pokemon Home, it probably means it's okay. But yeah. Oh, but but don't forget, if we get down to 59 seconds, if we don't have a full lobby at 59 seconds left, even if I just banned you, quote unquote, you can join in, okay? So, you know, if we get down to 59 seconds and people, you know, don't join us, then you can join in, okay? But we'll see how this goes, because I can't keep track of who's played and who's not played. Again, I need to get, like, a system going. I have like a theory of what we can... I kind of have, like, a theory of an Excel spreadsheet I could set up to be able to do it, but then I would need to, like, have a different computer or a second monitor or something. So, yeah. But okay, so 30 seconds for someone to join, and then 1 minute for anyone to join. Okay, just based on the rules. But again, I don't want people going like twice in a row or anything like that if there are other people who like haven't played at all, or do you know what I mean? So I just kind of want to make sure that people who oh, Kayla. Are you, like, in a room with anyone, Kayla? You might need to, like, quit and then try again. Like, exit and enter. Yeah, you may need to, like, quit and get in again. It might be trying to connect you with, like, other people, or you may have, like, lost your internet connection, or... if, like, your system went into standby mode, it can disconnect you from the internet. So, but okay, 36 seconds. 1508 1736. That's the code. Otherwise, we're going to have to play with Dean. We've got 30 seconds before Dean has to join us. Please don't make us join a Dean. Is someone, anyone can join at this point. We've gone past the 59-second rule. And if you haven't liked the video, please like the video. 9, 8, 7, someone, please, for the love of Nelly, we don't want to play with Dean. We don't want to play with Dean. Anyone, please. Oh, no. We're going to have to play with Dean. Oh, no, we're with Nia. We're with Nia. Oh, this is fine. Okay, so this is Heatran. So, Mudsdale is good. I'm going to go with Mudsdale. The Flareon's not ideal. The Miltank is rubbish, and the Jolteon's okay. Jolteon's the best of those, and then Flareon, and then Miltank in terms of ranking. The Torkoal is terrible against Heatran. And the Piloswine is kind of... Oh, Nia went for Torkoal. Of course she went for Torkoal. Nia! Okay. It's okay, Kayla. We'll get you another time. So there's a Galarian Mr. Mime on the left, and then there's some... Oh, there's a Rosette. Can we go for the Mr. Mime? Because there's a Jealous... Oh, there's a Jellicent. Okay, can we go Mr. Mime, then Jellicent, and then we'll figure out what to do on the final one. Probably that's like a Piloswine or something. Sorry, I didn't press the button, but well done, chat. Because shiny Galarian Mr. Mime. Xander, I know. Me too. I was just going to say, Xander, it's been a year now since I completed that. And I remember, like, talking about that on stream. But it's been a year since I completed that. And yeah, that was like a real life changer, I genuinely think. So yeah. Oh, was it Quagsire? Oh, okay, Quagsire. Oh, Quagsire's great against Heatran, so yeah, this will be good. Right, I'm going to Dynamax and use Max Darkness. Quag! Great. It's Quagsire, Quagsire. You never really know what it's gonna do next. It's Quagsire, Quagsire, quack, 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 quack. Okay. Kaito and Miku fan, how do you type? I don't know, but it looks like you did it. So I'm gonna just quickly reset the visuals because I forgot to do that. Oh yeah, let me just talk about the Union quickly. What I'm about to talk about really goes into that whole... I've kind of talked... If I sometimes talk about the strike or about the Union, and please don't confuse sort of any frustration or disappointment or anything I have, or lack of faith in it as any kind of anti-union sentiment. I'm a very pro-union person. I love that President Biden has been so pro-union. My grandpa was a union electrician. He retired at 58 years old. And like now he's 93. Like unions are great. The problem is that SAG-AFTRA can just be a bit of a funny union at times. I think it's got a bit of a disjointed from its members type issue at times. It's still better than nothing, and it's definitely still better than not having a union and non-union. Like, I love it whenever I get a union project. And I do appreciate that we will have more AI protections with the union than without the union, so again, I'm grateful for that. So I just want to get all that off the bat, off my chest, make that clear, okay? But here's the current story, at least as far as I understand it, okay? Basically, there's like this website or this, you know, platform called Narrative, but with like without the E at the end. So this Mr. Mime is terrible. I recommend we don't take it. But it was just easy to defeat, and hey, it's a, you know, good opportunity to get a shiny. Oh, Nia's going for it. Okay, well, of course she went for the... I mean, it's technically better than the Torkoal, but... okay, there's a Ninjask on the left, Jellicent on the right. Let's go for the Jellicent, and then we've got Quag. So yes, Quagsire. Let's go for Quagsire for the final one. This is quite an easy choice, really. But yeah, so basically, they've sort of partnered up with this like website called Narrative and made some kind of agreement. And basically, yeah, they've made some kind of agreement with this website Narrative, which is basically an AI voice site. And basically, it's kind of like, you know, they've worked out an arrangement so that people who are union members and use this website Narrative, and sort of whose voices are used via this website Narrative, can get paid for it at, you know, with some kind of rate, and maybe they'll have more protections or whatever. And like, that's like sort of cool or fine, and yes, it's better than nothing, I guess, but it's just very frustrating because it's meeting AI in the middle. And I don't think we have to do that. You guys as consumers, or even just we as consumers, because I love games and TV shows and movies as well, we as consumers don't want AI in things. We don't want AI art. We don't want AI movies. We don't want AI actors. We don't want these things. Part of why we like all these things is because it is a person who made them. When we watch like art and entertainment and media, one thing we can often feel is we feel less alone. We feel some connection to something, and part of that is that there's a real human behind it. AI entertainment and art and media, in addition to usually just being thievery, can just be generic and soulless, and it's not even good. People fundamentally don't want it. And I hate the narrative that AI is some kind of inevitable thing that we have to meet in the middle. It's like, no. We could say, nah, I don't want AI. It like, and I feel like the union could be like a stamp of quality in the same way that like a farmer could be like, hey, I have grass-fed, free-range beef. And that's better than beef where, like, the cows are in cages and are fed, like, just grain or whatever. Do you know what I mean? It's like, you can make that choice to be the classy thing. And, yes, maybe there are going to be some people who are still going to opt for the cheap beef. But if enough people pushed for classy cows and classy beef and high-quality beef, more of us would have it, and it would, like, make it all better for everyone. Always catch. You don't have to keep them at the end, but always catch. And I feel like the same is with AI. If we all just rejected it, like we all rejected NFTs, like we were all told like, oh, NFTs are the future, guys, NFTs are the future. And it's like, no. And then we all said, no, they're not. I don't want NFTs. And then, like, they're nothing now. They've crashed and burned. Why? Because we rejected them. And I feel like we could do the same with AI in the entertainment and the arts. So, I definitely recommend switching out Miltank for this. I'm sure Xander's way on this. I'm going to do that already. But yeah, Miltank definitely needs to switch. And then Jolteon is, like, an okay switch as well. But yeah, we definitely want to... take that, Nia. So, you know, it's just like, hi, Viper. I'm glad you've been able to get some sleep. Right, we're going to go for Quack, because it's good against, it's going to be good against the Heatran. So, yeah. So, it's just this frustrating thing where, like, and the thing we're striking for, you know, people are holding up signs, being like, FAI, and, you know, like, keep AI out of my arts, or keep AI out of the arts, or whatever, like that. These are, like, the signs that they're doing. These are the chants we're chanting. And, like, I'm gonna just use, like, Sand Tomb here. I know that's not very good, but it's, like, the best I've got. So, you know, but, like, this is what we're chanting. This is what we're, like, fighting against. We're trying to fight against keeping AI out of all this stuff as much as possible. We're not trying to nickel and dime selling our voices. When we want to be in cartoons, it's not that we want to be able to hear our voices, it's that we want to be able to give performances. We want to stand in front of a microphone and work with a director and have a like, we want to go into a studio where, along with a director who has gone into a studio, and with a producer and a writer who have gone into a studio, and for all of us to work together and to collaborate and to create something. That's why we do this. We don't, like, when we are excited about being in things, we're not excited at the idea of hearing our voice. We're excited at the idea of hearing a piece of ourselves, like a piece of our souls, not of our, like, human bodies kind of thing, if that distinction makes sense. We want to hear our personalities and our, you know, our brain and our heart and our soul. We don't want to just hear our voice. And there are a lot of other negative sort of ramifications about just kind of like AI and just automatically signing it over, like, at the beginning of a contract or whatever. And, like, yeah, it just, I don't know. I'm going to use a Lash Out here to just kind of, like, lower its special defense, because we seem to have a bunch of special moves here. That's what I'm going to do. Hopefully this works. Okay, Kayla, excellent. Well, I'm glad it's, I'm glad your Zeraora is definitely legit. How much longer is this stream going to go on for? This is our last Dynamax adventure, and this is the penultimate Pokemon. So we've just got, like, one Quagsire to fight and one Heatran to fight, so we're probably only going to go for no more than about 10 minutes. Because, again, we usually go for about 2 hours during these streams and stuff. Birdie, I agree. AI art and VA work counts as art. Is soulless. I like my art made by actual people who work for it, thanks. Exactly, that's why we like art and entertainment and media. We like that it's, like, actual people. I'm not saying that there's no place for AI, and as I've said, there are actually places for AI voices. Like, I always use this example. I'm sorry if you've people who've heard me use this example a bajillion times before, but Stephen Hawking, when he, you know, when he, like, started getting sick, there was, you know, like, it would have been wonderful if he could have gone into some booth that, like, a hospital had and, like, read out a bunch of his books into a microphone, you know, like, read out his own books and research and stuff, and then, and had, like, you know, and had his voice sort of banked into a system where then his own voice could have been used to communicate with other people instead of, like, a robotic American voice. Because for those who don't know, Stephen Hawking is English. He was from, like, Cambridge, which is about 20 miles from where I grew up. he should sound like me, but he didn't. He had like an American voice. And imagine what it could have been like if he could have communicated with people with his own voice. That would have been a beautiful and amazing thing. And that would be a great thing for other people. But like, you know, but anyway, Bark. So yeah, if we, Jolteon, you want to switch for that, I would say. Definitely switch for that. Because like Scald is going to be really good. I'm going to hold on just in case you don't. But definitely switch for that, Chris. Because Quagsire is really, really good. I'm holding out. Go for it, Chris. Go for it. There we go. Okay, excellent. Sorry, I know we have the time delay, so Nia's going to fight you for it, but you're like, no, Nia, no. But it's just one of those things where it is a bit concerning. They have just signed this agreement, and it's like you're meeting AI in the middle. You're saying, well, here's how we can have paid AI, but we're not fighting for that. We're kind of trying to fight for no AI. We only want AI in like desperate situations. I did a tweet earlier where I said about Paul Walker type situations. For those who don't know, Paul Walker is the actor from the Fast and Furious movies who tragically died whilst they were filming the movie. And they had to they had filmed like most of the movie, and they didn't really want to, they wanted to complete the movie and still kind of be able to like have him in it, and so they did like use a whole load of technology to do that. And maybe AI could have helped with that, and that could have been, hey, that would have been a nice thing to sort of, finish off this guy's final performance kind of thing, I think a similar thing actually happened with Freddie Mercury, where Freddie Mercury had begun singing on like a song, but he was so ill, and they were in the studio, and he was like, hey, I'm like wiped out today, I can't finish this, but I'll finish this in like a few days or next week. Like I'll come back into the studio next week and I'll finish singing the song. And then he died. He never got to finish singing the song. And so I'll admit, I would be curious to like, if he already began work on the song, to like let him finish the song. Maybe something like that could have been a beautiful and wonderful and amazing thing. But I don't want like a load of new Freddie Mercury songs with like AI generated lyrics, AI generated music, and AI generated singing. I only want it used in like these heartbreaking situations where like, oh, we need to finish this thing that's like 80%, 90% done, but like, we can't finish it or whatever. Like, there's a big difference between those two things, and I don't want them being equated as if they're the same. So Carrie Fisher, that's like another one where, yeah, like, it sort of, they kind of had plans to use her, and then they kind of weren't able to, and they were awkwardly, like maybe that's something where like maybe in a situation like that, that's kind of okay. But I don't just want people to like sell their voices for like no reason without anything going on. And the other thing about AI is a lot of AI is very kind of like, so there's like some AI generator, you guys may have seen this meme, there's like an AI generator or something that blatantly like stole a bunch of copyrighted content, and or like has things that or can sort of post things that kind of like border copyright stuff, right? And I think they said a thing where it's like, oh, well, if people ask in the prompt for, if people ask for, like copyrighted things, we won't provide it. But there are workarounds. So there's like a meme you can find where someone says, hey, AI generator prompt thing. Oh no, like, did you run out of Scald or something? Okay, is that going to be enough? Yay! Okay, stars and sparkles, sparkles and stars. We did it, chat. Nicely done. Excellent work. We did well there. We started off a bit rough there in terms of the team, but we ended up getting a really good team there. Nia could totally be using light screen or frick, but I know that's like, this is why we can't have these computer players. Again, we're ranting about AI. The Pokemon AI is terrible. So, but like anyway, but there's like an AI thing. There's a meme you can find where someone says, "Show me Sonic the Hedgehog," and it goes, "Oh, sorry, I can't do that because that's copyright." And it's like, "Oh, well, okay, there you go." But then the person goes, "Give me a blue hedgehog with red sneakers, holding gold rings, running very, very fast," right? and then it just brings up like Sonic the Hedgehog, and it's very specifically like Sonic the Hedgehog, the movie Sonic the Hedgehog, like, and it's just like, well, there you go. You sort of say like, oh, we won't produce copyrighted material, but clearly it's been feeding off of copyrighted material that it shouldn't be feeding off of. And that's kind of the danger. It's kind of unruly. And so the way really to get around it is to just kill it at the root and say, no, we're not going to allow it. Because, yeah, sure, you know, like my voice, I could approve my voice for something, and maybe it might be kind of ethical, but my voice could be training it and fueling it and helping it in more sinister ways. And I don't want that, you know? Even if it's like, oh, hey, you're busy, we need to generate a line for this character you've played, but you're busy or you're sick or something. Can we AI generate it? That's innocent enough, but like them having my voices on file, that could be used in all kinds of other ways. Ways that are less tangible, but still not cool. And I just, you know. So right, let's do our patented double check one final time today. Mr. Mime, I don't think that's shiny because I think it would be like darker. The Jellison, I don't think that's shiny, but I actually can't remember what color it is. Quagsire would be purple. That's not purple. Heatran would have the magenta eyes. This is our final check of the day. I am really on a dry spell with the shinies and Dynamax Adventures at the minute, so this would be really great if it had the magenta eyes. Drum roll, please. Brrr. Oh, it's not shiny. The humanity. No. Okay, so yeah, we'll double check the Galar symbol. No sparkles there, no sparkles there, no sparkles there, and no sparkles there either. I'm going to take the Jellicent because it's female, and I think I have a male Jellicent, but not a female one. I can't really remember at this point. There we go. But yeah, that's the thing. It's not kind of... It's not that my voice is a character, it's that I am the character. I don't mean that to sound, or you know, forgive the audacity of that, but it's not my voice that is a character. Like, if you hear a character and it's kind of like, oh, you know, it's not my voice that's the character, it's that I'm the character. It's just I happen to have the voice I have. Cappy, welcome back, but I'm also about to leave as well. But Cappy, please like the stream. Please click like if you haven't clicked like yet. Okay, would you like to keep a record of Heatran? Yes, Clem Fandango, I want to keep the record. Let me just check my box, because I just want to check how full it is. Okay, so we've got enough room for like the next one. I need to put Zamazenta back in Pokemon Home, actually. That is a thing I need to do. Did I have a Jellicent? Oh, maybe I don't have a Jellicent. That's interesting. I thought I had a Jellicent. Hang on, what were the options? There was like Jellicent and then like two other things, but I don't know. Oh, Quagsire and I can't remember what the other one was. But hopefully it's something we already have, and then hopefully I like made a good choice there or whatever. Starting to forget the Pokemon that I've hunted before. That's not ideal. Oh, it was Mr. Mime. Oh, we had Mr. Mime. So no, I made a good choice there. I think I made a good choice. Okay. Let's see. So there we go. That is all for today. Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it. Again, I'm sorry I was gone for a couple of days there. Grr to the specialty eye care and all the other whatever the heck went on for messing me around. That was just a very pointless endeavor, and that's like 3 months of my life that I've waited. I begun that process in May. I saw the doctor in May. All of it was and like I said, the appointment I had before was like very generic, right? And it was like less, you know, thorough and interesting than the appointment I had in England. Just the general, you know, I just had like a regular optician's appointment in England. That was far more thorough and interesting and useful and insightful than the very generic appointment I had a few weeks back or a month or so back. But like, you know, I was like, hey, it's the next step towards the next thing, to actually getting the surgery. But then it wasn't. So basically, not only was Tuesday pointless, but it made my previous pointless feeling appointment actually pointless. So that was wonderful. This is a thing. I can't imagine certain characters without their voices. So in a way, the VA is the character. Exactly. It's kind of just it. It's not, you know, it's not just a sound. There's a brain and a heart and a soul behind it. you know? It's there's just, I don't want to sound like too pretentious or artsy or anything like that, because it's just, I promise you, I'm sort of, I don't know, in some ways like less artistic than some of my friends and stuff like that. I kind of have like maybe some at times I'm probably a bit more like cold and calculated about things sometimes, just because I've also got like this mathematical side to my brain, but I'm also quite spiritual as well, and emotional and empathetic. So I kind of bring all these you know, some of my friends just run on like pure emotion, whereas I feel like I have a balance of everything. But it doesn't mean that, you know, but it doesn't change the fact that it's not just a sound, and that's not how I do my process, and it's not how a lot of my friends process. It's putting a piece of yourself into a character, and that piece of yourself isn't referring to just a cold, clinical, you know, like, here is a sound, here is the pitch, here is the tempo. It's a who you are, not a what you are, and you know, and that's what we look forward to as actors. That's what we do when we get excited about being in things. It's not that we look forward to our sound being in a project. It's the fact that a part of ourselves gets to live in on something else, you know. But anyway, and unfortunately, at times it just feels like SAG is maybe not in line with what the actual actors are fighting for and what the actors are wanting, but we'll have to see. Again, I'm keeping my faith that they're going to get a good deal, and we're going to get good stuff, and we're going to have AI protections, and our industry keeps getting to live on, but we'll have to see how it goes. So, right, if the stream is going to end, you want to give a tip for today's stream. Oh, well, you are certainly welcome to. I'm going to end it in like 1 minute, okay? But anyway, thank you all so much for joining. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for supporting these streams. Please like if you haven't subscribed, if you're not in the chat and because you're not subscribed, please subscribe so you can join in the chat in future. I really appreciate it. Again, I am largely out of work at the minute. I have had more auditions and stuff like that recently. Maybe, you know, I'll book some other work and stuff like that. But right here, right now, the main thing I have been doing is video games, and I can't really do them right now. So, I really appreciate just all your love and all your support. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll be back tomorrow, so we should be back on usual schedule now, unless I like have any sessions or anything like that. I'll let you know. The best way to keep updated is to like and subscribe, follow my posts on the community tab, check me out on Threads and Twitter. I prefer Threads to Twitter. Please join Threads if you haven't. It's like fun and wholesome and stuff like that. Yeah, and because also as well, I'll talk about Twitter tomorrow. But I'm kind of getting fed up with Twitter, and I kind of really want to leave Twitter, but that's a discussion for tomorrow. That's the other thing I didn't talk about. I'm going to go now. Take care, everyone. I will see you around. Thank you again, and bye-bye. See you tomorrow. 4 p.m. Pacific time, so like 22 hours from now. Bye-bye.